Apple shares on pace for their worst week in 5 years amid the broader tech sell-off. Apple investors have now been weighing tariff uncertainty, also exposure to China, and delays in some promised artificial intelligence offerings. Joining us right now is Barton Crockett. He's Rosenblatt Securities Senior Analyst. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Given all of the challenges that I just described and the stock being off as much as it has been, $210, fair price? Not so much? What is it?
Yeah, no, look, we do believe that Apple stock can recover some from here. We've got a $263 price target. And, certainly it's been disappointing that they haven't been able to roll out the Apple Intelligence Siri capability that they talked about at their Worldwide Developer Conference over the summer. But they still have a lot of improvements coming in artificial intelligence. And, Tim Cook was talking on their earnings call about how all the countries that had Apple Intelligence had better sales than those that didn't. And they're about to, in April, do a massive kind of global expansion of the footprint. This becomes available in the European Union, much of Latin America, India, which is a very good growth market for them. China seems to be, just about here. So, if this helps sales, we should see much more of a lift here very soon. So that's.
Barton, can I just ask? Look, I have been a self-professed Apple fanboy for a very, very long time, and I still am. And I root for this company all the time. I just love the products. I love the way they feel. All the things. However, when it comes to artificial intelligence, I think we should all just have an honest conversation and admit it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work nearly as well as what ChatGPT is capable of, what Claude is capable of, what DeepSeek is capable of, clearly what Gemini and what Google are doing. If you have an Android phone, it's just, when it comes to AI, a whole different level. What do you think they actually need to do to get there, given that they do not have, dare I say, the underlying technology at their fingertips? They just don't.
Well, they certainly have access to, work with ChatGPT. I mean, there's an integration that they're doing, and and certainly they have access to the data on their devices, and and that's part of what's disappointing about the Siri delay. I mean, that was to start using the data on your device to allow Apple Intelligence to take more actions that are specific to you. Finding the flight arrival time of a relative from your email or text messages, putting that in your calendar, that type of capability. So that's not coming as soon as we had hoped. But what they have delivered, as incremental as it is and as not kind of state of the art as it is, has been helpful, to the product set. And that's going to become more available. Right. So, I think it's,
So, Barton, the question I think that I would ask you is this an open source situation for Apple? Is the view that they will never necessarily be as advanced as ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, but maybe they can leverage, for example, what the DeepSeek folks have done, or frankly what Meta is doing, effectively take that open source code and try to then use it on their phones and maybe try to customize it a little bit. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, I mean, certainly, Apple's strength is their massive footprint, with, a billion plus kind of iPhones in people's hands globally. And, certainly this will be a hybrid, right? They will be, a window to others' AI, and they will have their own development that will supplement that and take advantage of things that are unique to Apple. Within that, they're able to offer AI capabilities that can, give you a reason to buy an upgraded phone that has the stronger chipset, that has the stronger memory, that supports your ability to do these things. Yeah.
How much of the stock price and valuation issue in your mind right now is a function of AI and whether they can play at the same level these other guys are doing that? And maybe they don't need to. Maybe they really don't. Or do you think it's a function of tariffs and reciprocal tariffs and what that means and portends for the company?
Look, I mean, I think all of this is, unfortunate and surprising, right? So, our thesis coming in was that, Apple would be excluded from these tariffs, and today they aren't. tomorrow? I don't know. I mean, there's so much flip-flop going on right now. So I think all of this is uncertainty. But the thing that is I think attractive about Apple right here is, if you're worried about a tariff recession, this is arguably a defensive stock. I mean, your smartphone, your iPhone is a staple that you can't do without. So if we're going into an economically challenged environment, on a relative basis, there are reasons that you'd want to have a company with a strong brand, a great balance sheet, and a product that's indispensable, that's getting better. So, I think the setup is obviously not what you would have hoped, but in many ways, I think on a relative basis, still argues for having Apple in your portfolio.
All right.